Okay, welcome all to Football Yan Podcast, and this is episode 29. And today we've got our talking points ready for you as usual. We're talking from Old Trafford, and from there talking about um David De Gea returning back to Old Trafford after almost 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years now. And we'll be talking about transfers as well. And sure, definitely I won't be doing this alone as we're prepping up for the EPL season 2025-2026. The guys are pumped. And I'm your host, Toby, and as always, I'm joined by my trusted goons and my trusted co-analyst Lekon and Ayo. And guys, buckle up because today we are diving deep into plenty talking points. We're talking about Manchester United manager preseason tweaks, and we talk about Nigerian Shan drama, and we talked about Ademola, Lookman, and the transfer tantrums as well. Guys, let me start from Lekon. Lekon, so good to have you on board today. How are you doing, my guy?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Olalekan, Olayomi. I still remain your oral competition.
Ayo, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, good morning. It's good to be back here, and it's been a long week of no football. It's just from one preseason game to another, and it's nothing compared to proper league football and national team football. So in a few weeks we'll be back to uh watching proper football again.
Yeah.
So guys, let's do this.
I someone was saying on Twitter some days back that no be na fault now because the EPL never starts now in the course of this yama conversation we will get. So that talks about how much more influence the EPL has on our weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Something that we've been used to for a very, very long time. Some of us were born into it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it kind of adds up to our day-to-day life, because without football, it seems like the weekend is just dead.
All right. Talking about the EPL, of course, I'm going to start from the United faithful man himself. That's talking about Lekon. David De Gea returns to Trafford. I mean, for the first time in 2 years, he returns to the theatre of dreams. But this time not in the Manchester United red jersey, but in the purple of Fiorentina jersey. It is more than just. Looking at it, don't you think this is just more than what was it called? Should be more than a legacy. I mean,
No, normally I don't usually watch preseason because there's nothing to lose. I can't even bet, and I'm the oracle of bet. So I can't even bet. But I watched the match because of the girl. I feel this is no ordinary match. It's a closure for him. He was very loyal to us. He had like 545 appearances with us, and he was very loyal to us. He was very consistent. And post Fergie was one of the consistent player we have. So it's really heartbreaking to watch him go. And I really loved. I watched the game because of him, and so I'm looking forward to the game. Yeah.
all right. Ayo. We're talking about David De Gea made almost about 545 appearances for Manchester United. Countless world class saves. And now he walks away, he walks out of the tunnel. And probably, do you think United should have managed David De Gea exit well better than the way he exited?
Yeah, I thought he should have gotten a proper send-off. There was issues of contract. They agreed on a wage reduction, but then United didn't follow it up with by giving him a new contract. Then on July, I think it was July 2nd or July 3rd, he left on a free. He didn't get a proper send-off. Hopefully, this weekend he gets that. And also, when you look at the way he left, a United legend, won possibly every trophy at United, and was not respected enough. And then again, you look at it, who did United replace him with? Onana.
No,
that was bad.
Did they add Onana immediately?
He was replaced with Onana.
Onana walked into the team, to
Yeah.
the first team directly.
Yes, it was replaced with Onana. It was a bad. It was it was replaced with not good enough good enough replacement
Of course, Onana wasn't doing bad when Manchester United got him from. I mean,
from Inter Milan.
yeah, he was not even doing bad.
So suddenly it went bad.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
United is the fact.
if I don't know, but if Onana was that bad, do you think Manchester United would have signed him?
United trusted Eric Ten Hag because Ten Hag had worked with Onana at Ajax.
Okay, do any
That
manager?
season-
Ayo, do any manager signs any bad?
That's the problem. United that season gave the veto power to when it comes to transfers. They gave the veto power to Eric Ten Hag. He brought in players that he wanted to, he brought in players that he wanted to work with. And United agreed with that. From Anthony to Nana to who again? Lisandro, Malacia, and so on and so forth. But most of these guys have not worked out well. Most of these transfers have been nothing but, disappointment. So he deserves a proper send-off now from the fans. So I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
All right, guys, quickly let us move on to that's just to inform us that Manchester United and Fiorentina will be facing off on Saturday. Quickly let's still talk about Manchester United and Alex Kebe, a writer for the Athletic, highlighted how good Ben Amorim tactics, and he was even given the best manager for this preseason they played. And should this raise our expectation about the kind of United side we're going to see come into this new EPL season? I mean, what should be the expectation? We're talking as a fans now, not from the. What should be the expectation? Of course, I watched Manchester United during the preseason. They were impressive, and I was like, wow, it seems we're going to see the real Manchester United this season. Or is it just a pretender kind of thing? What do you guys think about the performance so far? Or is just preseason is different from the real league season performance?
I don't want to read too much into the preseason games, but when you look at it from the angle that United were so bad in the attacking third last season, they conceded a lot of goals and they didn't score much. The whole team scored about 44 goals. That is bad. I mean, for a big team like United, who had at that time they had almost a player in a frame of 100 million euros in Anthony and the likes, brought in Højlund for about 72 million pounds. And a team like that scoring 44 goals, it is bad, very bad. And when you look at the combinations of the players they've brought in, I mean, the way they've combined the preseason games, it has been very good. Honestly, don't want to read too much into it, but at the same time, it is what to expect for United in this coming season. And away from all of that, if United, factually they finish 15th, automatically you expect them to respond. And so far so good. They've done good business. Brought in players that can score goals. Between Konya and Mbeumo, they have 35 goals in the league. Konya 15 goals, Mbeumo 20. So they've addressed the roles. They need players, and with the lack of goals last season, I think that has been fairly addressed. Even though I still think they need a striker.
Let me hear your thoughts on this because Lekon, just like what Ayo said, do you agree with Ayo that Ruben Amorim football philosophy is finally restoring structure to a club that has been allergic to tactical identity post-Fergie? Or is this just another good preseason, should I call it preseason hype train?
I think what you said last, hype. I think is a hype now. Was we watched him last season. They said okay. I know all of us, we gave him grace because he came to the season blah 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 at the middle and he did blah blah blah. But if you're a good manager, you came to this thing. We are still on. I think we are on 6th when you came. And we finished 15, and you are telling me that you're a good manager. So, I don't know me. You've not convinced me. And I will not say I'm convinced. You understand? I'm not convinced. You won the preseason tournament recently, manager of the league. What? How many this thing? See, that one is not even there. No, they are telling me that we have a cup now. That one is not even there. So they should not be saying that now we have a structure now, which I will give you credit for. You know, we have a structure. We are pressing high. We are this thing. So that is fine. It's fair. You know, but let's see what he will do. He said he wants to use 20 years at Man United. Let's see how it goes. But me, I don't see now 1 year he go use.
Okay, so you think now, say this one I just now hype train.
Hype.
All right. Quickly, let us talk about our own. Let's bring it back to the home scene a bit. Let's talk about Ademola Lookman versus Atalanta. What is wrong? I mean, 2 rejected bids from Inter, deleted Instagram post, a former transfer request. Ademola Lookman has gone from, it's more like he has gone from Europa League champions to frustrated social media warrior now. He clearly wants out of Atlanta, but is this the right way to go about it? Or is Lookman justified in pushing out his frustration publicly? Or should you have just played the long game quietly? What do you have to say about this, Shayo?
At the end of the day, the person that I'll blame is Lookman, because he could have left on a high after having one of the best performances in European night in that UEFA Europa League final against Leverkusen when he scored the hat
You
trick.
didn't allow him to go now.
Didn't you allow it? In fact, I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to interject.
No. The thing is,
because rumors are that he has bid from PSG and some other top clubs.
The truth is, there's always a mutual agreement between clubs and players. If he really wanted to go, I didn't think he wanted to leave. Yes, I didn't think so. Because if a player wants to leave, truly wants to leave,
He won't sign.
He won't sign a new contract.
Yeah.
He stayed. Probably because they had a gentleman agreement. Okay, if next season comes and another clubs come for me, I'll leave. This transfer window, I don't blame Atalanta. You know why? When you look at the players that have been bought for higher fee, they are nowhere near the quality of Lookman. Atalanta will look at it from that angle. Okay, take for example, Madueke. He's nowhere near the qualities of Lookman. Again, there's another player like that in that frame that is being quoted for crazy amount of money. There is Nicholas Jackson being quoted for about £80 million.
What's this guy?
What's
this guy's
Elanga? Yes, that's the player that I wanted to remember. Elanga was bought for about £55 million. Not near the qualities of Lookman. But then when you look at the money,
I'm very sorry.
When you look at the money Inter are tabling for Lookman, it is a disgrace for an African Footballer of the Year.
Okay. Let us take it bit by bit. The right to go public, is it justified?
Yeah, he has publicly said that he's submitted a transfer request. He wants to move away. He wants the public to. I don't know if he wants
like a public
come to his aid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that. When it looks like it is a broken relationship, and the only way to do that is to let the public know that I'm not at fault here. I want to leave, but the club is not allowing me to leave. I don't entirely blame him. The only person, like I said, this problem, in the previous episodes, we talked about how agents have huge influence. Nigerian players, so far so good in this transfer window, have shown that they have agents that are weak. That's the problem. These players need to do more by appointing better agents. With a good agent, it wouldn't get to this stage of you releasing public statement stating that, you want to leave, but the club are saying that they are not allowing you to leave. So it is a problem of not having a good agent that that can find a common ground with the club. Okay, if this guy wants to leave, if a certain bid coming, if so bid, it might not be up to what we want, But if it gets to so price, then he can leave. The problem now is the agent not doing enough. That's the problem.
All right, Lekon, quickly, let me come to you. Of course, we've seen players in similar positions like Mo Salah at Chelsea, even Jordan Sancho at Dortmund. He played the same thing at when he got to United before he moved to Chelsea as well. Use the power of social media to push through their moves, when their situations become untenable. But on the flip side, let's look at the public nature of this mood. It could create a toxic atmosphere in the dressing room for Ademola Lookman in Atlanta. And perhaps, it could create something unfavorable for him to talk about how the FAB sees his actions as being disrespectful with the Atlanta fan base, and it's going to hurt his potential suitors. Just like we're still coming back to that. Just like one England legend was talking about why clubs didn't want to get to Osimhen was because of his character.
I don't think that's true.
No.
I think
We're still coming back to that because we're going to link the conversation. I mean, if a player feels that his potential will be better utilized somewhere else, why not go? But let us talk about this thing. Will this hurt Ademola Lookman potential to another big clubs?
No.
Toby, I feel if you look at it, I don't know, but if you look at it, it will hurt him. Because I feel like
Because
it should not have come to media. But I won't blame him. It was pushed to this thing, but I feel it will hurt him. Because when we are just saying one bias now, I won't talk like I'm Africa this thing. It will hurt him. It will hurt him because but for the Italian team, I'm really surprised at what they are doing with our people. I don't know the same thing they did to Osimhen. They are doing to Lookman now, and it's very frustrating. But I think it will hurt him on the long run. It will hurt him.
Toby, if character is the reason why.
No, we are not going to that yet. Let's stay on Ademola Lookman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're saying if it will hurt him, it will hurt his potential move to big clubs.
Yeah.
No, that is a no. We've seen players who have been, who have shown that they are no more interested in their parents' club.
Yeah.
This is not the first time. This is not the second time, and they go on to make bigger statements in their next clubs. There was a certain Balotelli that was being hawked around. That's what I said. Agents, they play a bigger role even more than the players. When you have a powerful agent, right? Big clubs don't want to be in the bad books of those powerful agents.
Wait, no verse so. I want to tell you, say, grace pass grace. Grace pass grace. So you can't tell me because someone else is doing it, you two will do it. If you be pastor, may all your prayer they pray, may no answer. Forget to.
Does this apply to agents like Oge Mendes and Mino Raiola?
That's what I'm telling you.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I'm telling you. Grace pass grace.
But
This is not.
even those agents, those agents don't come.
Let me tell you something. There is religion. I don't want us to put grace in all these things. Look.
Okay, Ayo, wait. Do you think Ademola Lookman is trying to doing an emotional blackmail on the club while trying to?
It's not emotional.
Is he trying to force a move?
No. Yes, he wants to move. Obviously, that is him saying. But that's public.
But the club has every right to decline any offer that doesn't mean the value they put.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look. Before he signed that deal, there should have been a gentleman agreement. That's what I'm saying. That is where the agent comes in. When you have a good agent, a powerful one, you don't want to put his players in bondage. You know why? Because of potential businesses. When you're working with agent like Oge Mendes, right? He has star players in his cabinet. If you get in his bad books, potential businesses will happen. You might be interested in his players. They'll be like, okay, the last business what we did, we know how it ended. You don't want such thing to happen again. So there's always a gentleman agreement. With the case, we saw with the case of Haaland. We saw it with the case of Pogba. When Pogba was at Juventus, Mino had a gentleman agreement with Juve. So when you have a super agent like that, things like this do not happen. Why is it that it only applies to Nigerian players?
All right, quick. I don't want us to be as if we're going to shift from this. I don't want us to be as if maybe we're sounding patriotic about this. On the final note, Trent Alexander-Arnold, a Real Madrid player, and Ademola and Lookman, shared his thoughts. He said, lowering his value just to force a move from the club that made his career is a snake in my eyes. It's unacceptable. Did they make his career, or it was just a win-win? Ademola Lookman made, the Atalanta side got that, Europa League. We're still going to talk about Osimhen. Of course, definitely, we're moving from Ademola Lookman. From there, we move to Osimhen. But I just want us to, because we've seen so many, POV. Someone's talking about the fact that he shouldn't come and try to play an emotional blackmail, just like you said, Ayo. He had a gentleman agreement. An agreement is agreement. So we don't want to see it as a case of with everything.
I'm not even sure they had any agreement.
I'm not sure. So you don't want to hear that after everything Ademola Lookman has done for the club. Come on, he's doing his job. And he has been paid for that.
Because you have to you have to think about this. When in the middle of the season, Napoli lost their best player at that time. They lost him in January in Kvaratskhelia. It was not Messi. You have to. That's the power of a good agent. You don't hear whatever happened. What was it called? Whatever happened at the negotiation table. The next 2 years is that he's moved. That is the power of a good agent. So it only happens to Nigerian players, and it is so sad.
Yeah. All right, quickly, still on Nigerian players, let's talk about Victor Osimhen.
I thought we were going to talk about Trent.
Yeah. We talked about. I was just saying Trent thoughts.
Yeah.
That was his thought. That's Van Martial Spain actually in an interview granted. And let us talk about Victor Osimhen. Ayo, do you believe about the character thing?
That's a lie. That is a blatant lie. I think this is character assassination. Look, Toby, Cunha, he happened on the pitch. Cunha Kekes, Balotelli, even at some point had issues with Mancini. In the next transfer window, where did he go? Milan. Look, this is character assassination. I don't believe in all that nonsense that Osimhen wasn't signed because of his character. That's a lie from the pit of hell. It's character assassination. But people, we have so many players that have bad characters. They even show it on the pitch. They fight their teammates, they fight their managers, and nothing happens. Next thing is that they move to big clubs. This is the work of the agent. Osimhen should sack his agent. Honestly, something has to give. Look, I said something in previous episodes. I said that Osimhen's future should have been sealed during that loan move to Galatasaray. They had a season to resolve whatever problem they had. And it went on and on. It went on and on over a season till it went into the following season, which we are now. And also, who signs such a slave deal? He's not going to move to any Italian club in 2 years. He's not under contract with Napoli, but Napoli is still controlling his destiny. I don't know who advised him to sign such crazy deal. But the agent needed to do more. Something has to give. He probably has to let his agents go.
All right, quickly, Lekon, let me come to you. Let's move on. Former England and Barcelona striker Gary Lineker has claimed that several top European clubs backed out of signing Nigerian forward Victor Osimhen. Due to his concerns about his character. What do you think this could have meant?
I'm looking for the adjectives now just to qualify this. I think it is a ridiculous lie. Because you can't tell me that people are backing out of on this thing. I think the reason why they are backing out is his salary. You have lack of Chelsea that don't want to pay. Well, wants to the wages. They want to sign a big player, but they don't want to pay wages. You know. So you can't say because of this. So it's a ridiculous lie. So this guy, uh, and looking at it, Ademola Lookman and Osimhen Lookman, they are similar. They have similar situations, but different. You understand? This guy left there. To what I said earlier, he left there. He went to Galatasaray. And you saw this thing. See, the fans like him. They love him. Everybody loves him. At Galatasaray, at Turkey, they love him.
Mm-hmm.
So even all us now, we are watching. Most people in this thing, continents, you are watching Turkey league. What was it? So you're not coming here and saying that this thing is a lie. It's a lie, man. It's a lie.
And also, we see how hard he works on the pitch. You know, you don't fake that. That's the thing. He works so hard on the pitch. You see how he runs. You see how he tried to, outsmuscle defenders.
Guys, on the final note, is it the case that our players are not accorded the respect they need to be accorded? They are undervalued, and
Toby,
do you think that's the case?
Something that is most vital in modern football is PR. Our players they don't have a good PR.
Vito Osimhen is very loud on Twitter.
It's not.
This is not about
Nigerian influencers.
Look,
Toby, what are you saying, Nigerian influencers? I'm talking about on the world stage.
International markets.
I'm talking about they don't have any influence because you have large following on Twitter, on Instagram doesn't make you an influencer. Look, they don't have that influence in the world stage. You have to ask yourself, we were here when Arsenal signed Madueke for 52 million pounds. Were we not shocked? That's the power of the agent. Come on, they need to do more. And these guys need to do away with their agents, honestly.
Ayo, you shall want to enjoy these people agents.
No, that's what I'm saying. Look,
quickly, guys, let's move away from that. Our time is fast spent. We just have about just like 2 or 3 minutes to go. Let's talk about the transfer windows as the new EPL season is coming so far. And we've talked about the team that has impressed us during this transfer window. Now let us talk about so far our top 5 teams and top 5 players we should be looking up for in this transfer window. So let's pick it up from you.
For me, I'll say my top 5 team that I would love to, I will watch, I'll say for I don't know, for a reason, I will say Arsenal. I don't even come from me, but I'll say Arsenal, they've signed Jokeris signed. I want to watch him fail, not as a hater, but he will flop. Because that's what they do at Arsenal. So I want to see Arsenal. And then my loving Man United, I can't get enough of Man United. I can't get enough of Man United. I would love to watch. I would love to see Man United. I would love to see Sunderland too. Sunderland because all of Shaka there, they are guitar. So yeah. So I would love to see Chelsea too. Chelsea made some incredible signing. I'm not like some incredible signing that I'm even I'm surprised. I would love to see Chelsea. Of course, City, Man City. Yeah, those are the teams I would love to see.
I think first time in a long while we'll be seeing a beautiful race and a feisty one when it comes to the Golden Boots. When you look at the players that has been signed, from Gyökeres to potentially United are going to sign Benjamin Sesko, to Haaland still there. There's Salah in the mix. There is Isak.
Hold on, there.
Wait till that one you find. So when you look at this, then you look at the qualities of players that we have now in the Premier League. I mean, quality of strikers to be exact. It's going to be a tough one in the Golden Boot race. And United, they've done pretty good business. Addressed, the roles they need players. Even though I still think that they need a midfielder. They need a controller in that midfield. Yeah. Someone who can control games in the midfield. They still need a goalkeeper. If those 2 roles are sorted, they are good to go. They've addressed the role. They've addressed the attacking role. Because their problem last season was converting chances. They created a lot of chances. But conversion was the problem. Arsenal, eventually Ateta has addressed the number 9 role by signing Victor
The
Gyökeres.
fraud.
So we don't know if Liverpool are still going to sign Isak, because if Newcastle miss out on Shesko, they probably will not let Isak leave. So there's a Kitike, decent signing for me, not worth that amount, but that's a discussion for another day. Again, Sunderland, they've made pretty good signings.
Incredible.
I mean, players that have Premier League experience. In Granit Xhaka back in England, signed Adingra, who I think is, a good quality footballer
Very decent.
for Sunderland. Again, City made some quality signings. I still feel like they've not yet. Maybe they don't really need to replace him, but I feel like his quality will definitely, be missing in Kevin De Bruyne. But they've signed in Sheki, they've signed some quality players. Liverpool, Chelsea, and also Chelsea done decent signings. Addressed in the Manai roles too. Is by signing João Pedro and Liam Delap. This season is going to be power-packed season. We are going to witness a Premier League season that is full of qualities.
Right, guys. I'm very sure that our episode today also as well has been full of quality, and please, guys, do well to always join us. And I guess I have a thought that this season we're going to see more of young stars players from the academic, give themselves or make their name or make their mark.
Who's that? That Liverpool guy. Liverpool guy that is making that Nigerian, this English Nigerian. Liverpool, Geo something. So we are going to see the academics.
So guys, that's it about that. This is Football Yarn episode 29. Guys, please do well to always follow us, and you can follow us on all our social media platforms. We are active, and you can be part of our TikTok family as well. We are active there. And we want to talk about how we're going to be having, as the season kicks off, Mr. Kayomekwa and the Oracle also as well has talked about giving us his prediction, and as the EPL season comes, Mr. Oracle is a professional punter and has been doing that. Not how many years now, Lekon?
75 years.
And guys, sorry, please don't forget. We need to push our TikTok account to 1,000, so we can and also YouTube, so we can be able to stream live. We want you guys to see how we do things here, and you get to ask us questions live, and you get to contribute, and of course you get to be part of the show proper. So guys, please get us to 1,000 followers.
Alright, guys, that's the wrap in episode 29 of Football Yarn. Whether you're siding with Ademola Lookman or questioning Manchester United performance during the preseason, we want to hear your takes. And just like Mr. Akayomekwa have said, please do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For me, Toby, Kayomekwa, and Lekon, keep the ball rolling, and remember, it's football. It's never just a game. It's one game. Football without violence. Now, football with the yarn, we know the what?
We know the needs.